I'm about to do this video on the Jezebel spirit for you guys. I'm going to explain exactly what this is for those of you that don't know. Now, the Jezebel spirit is the most evilest, cunning, most manipulative, evilest spirits in Satan's hierarchy. There's only one Satan. There's only one devil. But there are so many Jezebel spirits, and they are everywhere. It's like Satan's best tool that he just lets float around this world. And if he wants to get you, if he feels you are a threat, the closer you are to God, he wants to take you out. So just understand that if you've been approached by the Jezebel spirit more than a couple times, you were probably targeted. And I've seen this thing from multiple different females a lot of different times. And they could not take me out. They affected me. They affected my life drastically, some worse than others. But they could never take me out. I passed those tests. And I'm telling you guys this now. The Jezebel spirit is very capable of ending marriages, splitting up friends, ruining pastors. The Jezebel spirit is capable of convincing other people to do some cold-blooded murders. People kill people because they go so crazy over the Jezebel spirit. And I'm not even talking about people that have the Jezebel spirit, which they probably killed somebody before. It definitely happened. But I'm saying people that get attacked by the Jezebel spirit end up going so crazy and psychotic that they end up killing somebody because they feel this way over what has happened to them. And it also creates a lot of suicides in other people. The Jezebel spirit is also known for getting people so bad that it makes them commit suicide. And I can definitely see how that happens. Whenever shit happened to me in the past, I did the right things. I did correct things in order to prevent something like that getting to me. And I feel I followed my intuition whenever I was going through the hardest times in the past. And it got me to where I'm at today. It got me back on top. And that's what everybody has to do whenever they're dealing with one of these things. And a lot of people are never the same after dealing with one of these spirits. But the strong do survive. And I've talked to people on the phone that have dealt with this exact spirit. And I could just tell by their voice, I could just tell by how they were and how they were acting that they were in the crazy making stage. Like they're a little bit crazy up here right now. They're them, but there's something going on. They're very disturbed, and you can tell. You can tell when people are not fully themselves. Like right now I'm sitting here. I feel comfortable. Although this stuff is not comfortable to talk about. But you see my demeanor. I'm not shaken up by anything. I've already had that. And I know what it feels like. But these individuals are very, very startled. It's like, you guys ever feel like so sad and so down and so discouraged, so much fear that you can barely swallow without feeling that, like, in the back of your throat. And you just feel so much anxiety, so much depressive thoughts, so much worry, fear, doubt. This is what the Jezebel spirit does. It literally drives you fucking nuts. This happened to me in the past. And it happens to people every single day right now. And I've talked to many on the phone. There's nothing fun about going through something like this, you know? My best advice for anybody that has ever gone through that or is going through it, or you know what, maybe you even might in the near future or future. Let's hope to God not. But anything can happen to anybody, right? You basically have to isolate yourself. It is not even good to hang out with people right after this happens. Not immediately anyways. You have to get your own mind right. You have to get your own thoughts right and your own thinking right. And you have to get back to you. You have to isolate. Listening to music helps. Listen to music. Go for walks. Do your thing. You know? I still do that to this day. Not so much right now. It's winter. It's cold outside. But in the summer and stuff like that, I love to walk. And I walk a lot in the summertime anyways, even outside of this. But I still like isolating myself, just driving down to a nice place that has a nice trail, a nice boardwalk, put in my headphones, put on flip-flops, shorts, t-shirt, sometimes shirtless, and just walk. Listen to music, look at the views, meditate, and stuff like that, getting out into nature, and you will come back to yourself so much faster than you think, and you will feel so much better, so much faster than you think. It's all about leaving that stuff behind. That's what you have to do. You have to move forward. And if you're constantly just sitting around thinking about it all the time, it's so hard to move forward from that, you know? And I feel that's what a lot of people do. Not only do they sit around and think about it all the time and think about the situation they're currently in, but it's like, you literally, a part of you wants this person back, and a part of you still wants to like ring this person up and talk to them and text them and try to make something work. And it's like, bro, like, do you have any idea what you're dealing with right now? I've talked to guys that had a kid with a female that was a Jezebel. And he's like, this girl used him and she took the kid. And they broke up with him right when she got pregnant and stuff like this, and used him so she could be a single mother. And she's like, and this guy was like perfect with her before this, and it's just like, it all happened so fast. And the guy's like really down on himself, thinking like, bro, like, how can I be in my daughter's life? Like, how can I do this? And it's honestly sad, because I feel for the guy. I know what that could, I've never been through that quite, but like, I know what it could be like, you know? And it would suck. But I know what I would do if I was in that situation. With that girl in particular, you're going to have to leave that behind. You're going to have to. You can't. You are dealing with torture for the rest of your life. Even having anything to do with that type of a female. And I'm telling you this now. I would have to leave both of them behind. There's nothing I could do. If you're in a situation like that, and this girl is manipulating you so bad, like, you just have to get away. That might sound bad, like, to leave your kid out like that, but there's not much you can do when she's manipulating you this bad. You know what I mean? And like, she's literally keeping her own daughter away from you. What can you do? There's nothing you can do. Why would you fight? Why would you do these things? You know what I mean? You're going to have to get out of there. But this is just an example, guys, of what the Jezebel spirit is and what it does. It's cunning. It's evil. It's manipulative. It's insidious. It will cause you to go crazy. It will cause you to commit cold-blooded murders, quite possibly. It will cause you to commit suicide. These are all the things and all the symptoms that can happen to you if you come in contact with the Jezebel spirit. If you do, you have to get away from them at all costs. You have to cut that tie, because you are soul tied to them if you are with them. And that's what they want. That's what the devil wants. You have to get the fuck out of there. Even if you had a kid with one, you have to get out of there. You have to. There is no hope. There is no hope. You just gotta feel bad for the kid. They're being raised by a goddamn Jezebel female. There's nothing worse than that. It doesn't get worse than that. But what can you do? Not much. You're being manipulated. You're being driven crazy. If you want a life, you're going to have to get the hell away from that situation, period, with a T. And that's just what I know for a fact. You cannot be involved in this person's life, because you will be overthinking. You will have this anxiety and depressive and suicidal thoughts for the rest of your life, having any contact with this person whatsoever. Trust and believe that. That is why you have to get away. That is why you got to feel bad for the kid, but there's not much you can do, because you still have your life to live too. It's not being selfish. In my opinion, it's not, because you got to save yourself too. If you're not even your best self, if you're not even healthy, how are you going to do anything for this kid anyways? You can't. You have to accept the fact. And this is just a situation that I'm breaking down just to give you guys a higher understanding of what this is. But you're going to have to feel bad for this kid, but you're going to have to understand that there's nothing you can do in this situation. Period. You can't. And it's not selfish, like I said, in my opinion. It is not. And anybody knows how bad this really is will understand. Anybody that doesn't understand how bad this is, you might not get it. And you might not have ever been through it. And you know what? If you don't understand, you might be a Jezebel your goddamn self. Because it is that bad. There's no life as long as you have any contact or attached to these individuals at all. You have to go gray rock. They affect you this bad. And they're that dangerous. It can be nothing else. You can't be in contact with them at all. None. You can't see pictures of them. You can't see their name pop up on anything. Nothing. And that's how it's got to be. There's no other way. You happen to have a kid with one, that's not even your problem either. Because you got conned into doing this. And now you gotta leave. Now, you know what? A part of you and some people are gonna think they're gonna make you look bad because it looks like you abandoned your kid. When really deep down inside, people don't know what the fuck's really going on. And this is what this dude was worried about. This is a phone call that I had with this dude. And this one was a while ago. And I get that. And that part would suck. But you're going to have to do what's best for you at the end of the day. That's what I would do. There's no way in hell I'm sticking around. There's no way in hell I'm dealing with a Jezebel spirit. There's no way. So, that's the video, guys. If you guys ever dealt with one, let it be known in the comments. Maybe you have a short story to tell. Who knows? But all you just got to know is if you are dealing with something like this, you ever feel symptoms like these from anybody you're talking to, because the right person, guys, is not going to make you feel this way. The right people, it's not going to make you doubt yourself, doubt your reality, doubt the relationship, they're not going to make you doubt them either. You're not going to have any doubt in the person that's actually meant for you. You're not going to have these anxious, depressive, suicidal, cold-blooded murder thoughts. You know? The only thing you might get is the butterflies when you see your right person. And that's normal. That's good. But on the other hand, you feel any of these other things, you're skeptical of this person, you can just feel something. You can just feel that snake in the grass. Get the hell out. Get the hell out and block them and stay away, because they ain't going to change. And that's who they are forever. So I'm going to cut this video short, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just ate a big meal before this video, so I got like the hiccups, eating too fast or something, that I've been trying to hold back like this whole video, but it's all good. I'm going to cut this video short, guys. I'm actually off to bed right after this, so I'm out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.